Salut tout le monde, it's your boy Lukael. Welcome back to Cyberpunk 2077. This is episode 4 already. I feel like I just started this game and already we're on episode 4, but anyways. So in the last episode we woke up with a bit of a bug in our system, so we went with Jackie to see the Ripper Doc Victor, who also installed some new cyberware in us. And then we went and had a meeting with Dexter Deshawn, the fixer, who has a job for us. Seems like he's kind of testing us to see if we can work for him in the future. And then we kind of started exploring Night City proper for the first time. So having a blast with this game so far. Very, very excited to play some more today. So as always, thank you so much for joining me. And without any further ado, let's jump right in. This music, like the first few notes almost sounded like Beneath the Mask from Persona 5. If you know, you know. Back here in the apartment. Right, this is where I'd stop. Oh, I'm getting a message. Bartmoss Collective. First will come the Great Reality Check, which ushers in the future of the world. Excuse me? Why am I getting random messages? Okay. So I wanted to say, I came in the game between episodes to kind of read stuff in the, not the journal, the database. I read all the entries for the vehicles, for the weapons, right? And I had like a few entries here that I think I haven't read, so we're gonna read these to start the episode. 7 minutes or a refund, that's the trauma team guarantee. The type of guarantee that warms a policyholder's heart as they begin to bleed out in an alley. Assuming you haven't lost consciousness from blood loss, don't worry as you count the seconds of life slipping from you, because help is on the way. First, you'll see a heavily armored AV descend from the sky, using its heavy machine gun turrets to mow down the bastards who are trying to kill you. Then you'll see the medics, your guardian angels, clad in green and white and armed to the teeth. Once the trauma team staff puts you back together, you'll get the bill for your copay. It may have a long list of zeros attached to it, but you'll still sign up for a half-year policy extension with a smile on your lips. Trauma Team provides medical, paramedical, and extraction services in all of the world's major cities. Their services are highly respected and sought after by those who can afford them. In fact, this may be the only corporation that enjoys such a high level of public trust. They don't play politics, they don't ask questions. As long as you pay your dues, your life is safe in their hands, no matter how dire the situation. It must be really awesome, you know, to go out on the street and like do whatever you want, knowing that you've got your little platinum trauma team policy. But it must be very, very, very expensive. I bet even the cheapest one is like super expensive. The Mox. I think we read this one last time, right? Yes, I think we read this one. Scavengers. You could call them grave robbers were it not for the fact that they never wait for a body to reach the graveyard, nor for it to be actually dead. The scavengers specialize in acquiring high-quality implants by whatever means necessary. If you've got tech that's as expensive as a moderately sized mansion in North Oak, you're asking for trouble. That's why you want to make sure those implants can make themselves useful in a dark, rainy alleyway, or that trauma team will come for you instead of a shady-looking guy with a black bag and a thick Eastern European accent. Why do you have to say that? Why do you have to say they're Eastern European? Ripper Doc. And I love how they show like a few examples of the guys. A Ripper Doc lies somewhere between a surgeon, techie, and tattoo artist. If you're lucky, you pay them a visit to get yourself chipped with the latest implant on the market because you can afford it. If you're unlucky, a friend will drop you off at their clinic in pieces and hopefully they can put you back together. People usually have their favorite clinics and trusted rippers that know their bodies better than they do themselves. It's definitely not worth going out on a limb, no pun intended, and looking for the cheapest deal, especially in Little China or past Rancho Coronado, where some asshole will chip you a second or third end piece of junk with a nasty virus thrown in free of charge. Corps obviously don't have to hunt for the best deals because they have their own corporate rippers. Corporate rippers. Their high-quality services are free, their clinics smell like hospital wards, and they have the picture-perfect smiles of brain-dense stars. The whole package, what's not to like? Unless, of course, you don't trust the people you work for enough to let them have access to your brain. Oh. Would you give access to your brain to your bosses? I know I wouldn't. Relic. Secure your soul. It's like a... it looks like a ram stick. Relic is an interface and component of Arasaka's experimental flagship project publicly known as Secure Your Soul. It uses the concept of personality transfer by converting the data in the human nervous system into a digitized engram and stored as a construct on the Relic biochip. The purpose of Secure Your Soul is the ability, currently only available to the wealthiest clients, to communicate with deceased loved ones. At least, this simulated version of you will communicate with your loved ones. Their personality constructs, which are preserved on the Relic biochip, mean that in practice, death is no longer the ultimate barrier. Again, you will still die. It's just going to create like a copy of you, but you will still be dead. However, it doesn't take a genius to realize that the potential for the Relic technology is much higher. Arasaka currently is not sharing any information on its further plans for the program. The industrial espionage must be extremely prevalent in this world, because like they have all these secrets and like this new technology they're developing, but these corporations are like so massive. How do you keep a lid on your secrets? This would only work to make you like immortal if it could somehow... I don't see how they could do it. They would have to like transfer your consciousness to a biochip while you're still alive. You know, like replace your brain for a chip, but while keeping your train of consciousness like intact, and then transfer that chip into like another body. Then you would be immortal. But as soon as it's a copy of you, you're still dying. Militech. Militech International Armaments is one of the largest, most powerful corporations in the world, known mainly in the USA for their support of the federal government to provide both manpower and arms to the regime, including weapons and specialist military gear. I think maybe I read this one. Militech's contract for the USA is controversial in some political circles. Militech has been accused of attempting to create a monopoly, while the clear connections between former Militech CEO and current USA President Rosalind Myers and the corporation's board have only exacerbated corporate and diplomatic tensions. Militech also operates in the private sector, providing security as well as defensive and offensive combat services. The corporation offers clients the latest equipment, skilled staff, and trained, well-equipped agents to get the job done. In addition, the Megacorp also develops and produces its own firearms, drones, implants, even vehicles suitable for land, air, and sea combat. Mercenaries. Look at this kind of very varied group of characters there. Isn't that Jackie's coat? Huh. Let's say you've got a serious problem and it just so happens you'd rather not get the police involved, nor your buddies at the corp you usually deal with this stuff. Maybe you were directly responsible for a shipment that mysteriously disappeared, or you'd like to see somebody else's shipment disappear. Somebody knows too much about you, someone chose to work for the wrong corp, or maybe someone has suddenly become no longer necessary. In that case, you need someone to handle things for you. A techie, solo, netrunner, or someone with more specialized skills. You need a mercenary. Mercs typically work with fixers. I guess in this game we are a mercenary. A go-between who slap together a team of pros with the right skills for the clients. Fixers will take care of all the messy intricacies of dirty biz. You won't even have to meet the merc doing it for you, if that's what you want. The job will get done quickly and discreetly, for the right price, of course. Most mercs start out on the street, taking whatever comes their way until they can catch a fixer's attention. Only a few of them end up like Morgan Blackhand or Andrew Boa Boa Wayland, that is to say, legends. The Maelstrom, yeah, we read this one. ICE. ICE stands for Intrusion Countermeasures Electronics. Okay, so it's not the ICE of today. The most advanced form of security on the net. Every sane corporation has a crack division of netrunners making sure their data fortress is well protected. Meanwhile, every self-respecting netrunner does everything they can to find a backdoor in corporate ICE and gain access to their subnet. Cutting through very thick ice requires a lot of skill, precision, and dumb courage, otherwise you may end up with your synapses fried to a crisp. Fixers. And these are all fixers that we actually know. Forgot her name? Okada and Dexter Deshawn. Now, you could take gigs yourself, but when you get hazed once or twice, or get a dose of lead in lieu of payment, you might start looking around for a good fixer. Prove yourself and you'll never have to worry about your next gig again. The fixer will choose your crew, negotiate a decent payout, After all, he or she's taking a cut and pull you out of whatever shit you might land in on the job, unless it was your gong fault, in which case you're on your own. Fixers are organizers, agents, go-betweens. They know the latest word on the street. They know who pays right and whose gigs stink from a mile away. Each one has his or her own way of getting things done, but they all follow a certain code of honor. If you work for one, they'll never leave you high and dry. Of course, this code goes both ways. Go ahead, try and haze Wakako, Okada, or Padre. See what happens. Cyber Psychosis, which we also read last time, so I don't know why it was still lit up. Auto Fixer. This is the ones that sell car. Bored with your old ride, starting a car collection? Easy, just buy another. No one's stopping you so long as you have the eddies. Certainly not Muammar El Capitan Reyes, your trusted car dealer in Night City who has taken his business to the net. AutoFixer is the latest addition to Muammar's thriving fixer enterprise. Finding a niche in the market is the mark of a modern businessman. On the AutoFixer net domain, you can browse all vehicles currently available for purchase, view photos, and read up on the deets. Prices are non-negotiable, but when you buy from El Cap, you can be sure that you're paying for quality and reliability. So that's all for World. I don't know why it stays lit up, even though like I've read everything. I guess because we're gonna get some new ones. Then there's like a lot of entries for all the gun, as you can see. Like somehow each single gun has a description, and like some of these were actually like a little interesting. Let me see if I can find them. Once upon a time in the second half of the 20th century, the world's most popular assault rifle was the AK-47, also commonly known as the Kalashnikov, in honor of its inventor. Today these rifles can only be found in museums, as their market niche was replaced by the Nakoda Copperhead. This mass-produced assault rifle sticks to the basics of functionality and reliability. Oh yeah, this one also. Fun fact, the Igla was conceived at the beginning of the 21st century as a hunting weapon. Specifically, it was engineered to hunt ducks, medium-sized waterfowl, somewhat similar to seagulls, now considered extinct. Dude, I was so sad when I read this. Like, if you're a regular on the channel, you know that like ducks are my favorite animals. I fucking love ducks. Ducks are now extinct? This world sucks, dude. I would not want to live in this future. Like, that's it. Forget everything else. That's the thing that would drive me over the line. It's like, no more ducks? Fuck that. And then there's a bunch of entries for the vehicles as well, of which there are so many. 54. This is like the basic police car. In a city where there's as much bullet spray as ocean spray. Like, I did look through these cars, and like there's one or two that look pretty cool that like I could see myself buying eventually. In the past, approximately 4.5 million Americans worked as cab drivers, truckers, or bus drivers. Today, that number has fallen to less than 300,000. Of course, one major factor to this was the catastrophic drop in North America's population due to wars, epidemics, and climate disasters. Yet even in the face of population drop-off, driving as an occupation for freight and passenger transport was nearly made extinct with the advent of self-driving vehicles. So it's like a bus that drives itself. That said, autonomous vehicles bring their own set of risks. In 2068, on a non-stop route from Dallas to Tucson, a partial failure in the coach's operating system caused the air conditioning unit and door locks to malfunction. The bus reached its destination, but all the passengers had been cooked to death in their seats. Of course, the board of Mahir doesn't believe the success and glowing reputation of the coach's primary function should be marred because of the occasional minor error in its secondary systems. And here we have like actual military drones. Like, that's not a vehicle, right? That's just like a flying military robot. With its reserves of active boots on the ground, Militech's leadership believed it was always burning money and resources on the same old problems. Soldiers have to be trained, they have to be equipped, fed, and paid. Then, after absorbing all that capital, one quick bullet to the head is enough to send the investment straight down the drain. As a result, Militech executives salivated at the prospect of using machines to replace a portion of their unreliable soft human assets. I was discussing this in a previous episode, like, because it talked about how like a lot of people died going to war, and it was like, you would think at this point they would just send machines instead of people, and then I got a comment saying, well, it's a lot more expensive to make machines than to just send people. Like, that's true, But if you think about it this way, like you have to train them, you have to equip them, it takes years to like train soldiers, and then like they can just die very quickly and you've kind of lost all that money. And so if they were able to create these robots in a cheap way, you know, like factory made with cheap materials, mass produced, then it would probably be cheaper to send robots or machines instead of people. The Griffin combat drone was born. Cheap, obedient, and durable, the Griffin never posed the risk of desertion or demanded a pay raise. And if one ever committed a war crime, Militech could blame it on a software bug caused by a sloppy third-party contractor. Managing an army has never been easier. That's kind of what I expected the future would be like. In the second half of the 21st century, business is a battlefield, both figuratively and literally. Arbitration, lawsuits, settlements, these measures carry less weight in a world where corporate disputes are often fast-tracked to resolution through sabotage and assassination. For the prudent corporate employee, it's wise to arrive at any arranged business meeting in a suit made from reinforced polymers with a pistol tucked in the belt. Even then, most expect that the other side likely hasn't shown up empty-handed either. Such naivete is often enough to get you killed. For those business people seeking an edge in negotiations, Militech offers the Wyvern drone. When deactivated, it fits conveniently into a briefcase which can be concealed easily under a limo seat or in the corner of a conference room. When activated, it can turn a stubborn business partner into an obedient lapdog or a bloody heap on the floor. So it's like a briefcase that turns into like a little flying drone. That's sneaky. This one looks very old school. Alright, that's gotta be like the coolest looking one, right? The Rayfield Aerondight Guinevere. Synonymous with wealth. Yeah, I'm guessing this car is extremely expensive, so I don't think we're going to be buying one of these anytime soon. The Aerondight doesn't have a single window. With the help of Crystal Dome, the vehicle's surroundings are displayed in real time inside the cabin, ensuring complete driver privacy and a stunning experience. This one also looks pretty crazy. The Rayfield Excalibur. Even expensive cars suffer from the same age-old problem as any other on the road. They can get caught in traffic. So this one flies. And then you also have some cool bikes. The Yaiba Kusanagi. Fastest, unsurprisingly the most expensive. Oh well. Here I was thinking maybe this would be like an affordable option. The Bombus was designed as a caretaker drone because, as most would agree, who honestly has the time to raise children? You're back in the office the day after you give birth, working 12, 13, 14 hours. You know what? I think I would take my chances in the desert, honestly, rather than having to work like 14 hours a day. Then another 3 stuck in traffic. Make dinner? Change a diaper? No chance in hell. Fortunately, the Bombus can fill the role of the dutiful parent, watching over the kids, playing hide and seek, and popping scup dogs in the microwave. Alright, because your hot dogs are made of worms. And if your child catches a stray bullet through the window, no problem. The Bombus will even call for an ambulance. But then you have to pay for the ambulance. Unsurprisingly, with its simple and inexpensive design, the Bombus has found applications in other sectors as well. Courier services use them for deliveries, the NCPD uses them for reconnaissance, and gangs duct tape explosives to them to make remote-controlled bombs. Is there no problem a Bombus can't solve? Zetatech's response to the Ares waste collection drone from the Soviet-owned Caucase Corporation. Unlike the Ares, the Canopy was designed with the American market in mind, making it better suited to local demands. For example, its sensors and collection measures are better equipped to handle upwards of 1,000 of XXXXXL size soda cups when compared to the Ares. A long time ago, parents used to tell their unruly children to behave and focus on their schoolwork, or they would wind up sweeping the streets for a living. Well, with the Canopy hard at work, now even that safety net is long gone. Alright, so I think that's enough reading for now. There is one thing I want to do before progressing further. I want to go and buy a melee weapon, because we went and looked at the guns last time, but I didn't look at... Oh, I guess it's like below me. Or over there. I didn't look at the melee shop, because they don't sell melee weapons in gun stores. Oh, wait, no. Wait, oh, this guy sells melee weapons?
No. No way.
Oh.
What have you got for sale?
Only top shelf gear.
Well, do you sell any non-lethal weapons? That's what I want to know. Okay, blunt weapon mod makes the weapon lethal and... Wait, lethal? No, I don't want it to be lethal. Makes the weapon lethal. Are you saying that they usually are non-lethal? Because it doesn't say so on the thing. Electric baton gamma. Because usually when it's non-lethal, it's supposed to say it, right? But here it doesn't say it. Oof, these are also very expensive. Alright, I guess non-lethal stuff is not going to be an option for us until we can get level 2 weapons with mod slots or like the money to buy one. Alright, well, so much for my plan. Cyber Psycho sighting. It's going to be hard to neutralize these Cyber Psychos non-lethally until we have like a gun or a weapon that's non-lethal. Unless I can like sneak up on it and choke him from behind, but if it's Psycho, I feel like he's gonna be too strong. Okay, what should we do then? Because I don't think we should do the main quest for now. What side quests can we do? So these are like the main quests. Incapacitated Cyber Psychos, like 17 of those. That's kind of one that we're gonna do over time, I think. Pay off our debt. Obviously, we don't have the money. I guess we could go and check that out. The TVs are frozen. Should we call the janitor to fix this? Most precise thermal paste applicator. Oh my god, look at that. Sandblast. She's just like pulling off parts of her face. So it feels like the people we meet on the street don't really have that much cyberware, but I guess it's because it's hidden beneath their skin. Alright, let's get over there. Oh, you can sell stuff in these drop points. Oh. Should I sell some of these clothes then? I guess I'll use... Oh, it's yellow. I didn't know it was yellow. I guess I'll use this club. And then let's sell the Carnage and the DS1 Pulsar. There we go. Alright, what time is it? It is 9:45 p.m. I guess I'm just gonna go there on foot in case we find any stuff. Just find like these random crates of stuff. Champagne bucket. I guess I could have just summoned my car. Bunch of stuff. Vinyl record, a perfect gift for the music lover or the poser. Damaged clothes. Nigiri? Now with improved rice texture and non-toxic color additives. Isn't that Keanu? We're all puppets. An antique of bygone era, but there's still no substitute for the sound from authentic vinyl. That's Johnny Silverhand right there. Silver polymer hybrid military aviators. Who said war had to be ugly? Some glasses. There is a lot of junk lying around. Holy Rose. A lot of vinyl records. Ooh, we get some Tigress. Wanted in Night City. Some tiger claws. Should we try and like get them? I don't really feel that confident in my fighting ability yet, so I don't know if I want to pick fights with like gangs out on the street. Especially because they haven't done anything, well, I mean, they've done things wrong, but not to me personally. So, you know, once I have my non-lethal stuff, then I might pick more fights. To complete this NCPD scanner hustle, defeat all enemies and collect the loot or collect the loot unnoticed. What loot? What is happening here? Oh, are they like assaulting people? But it's just me. It's just me by myself, and like I don't have non-lethal weapons, so I'm just gonna bail. Sorry, I didn't see nothing. Proceed. Entering Kabuki. Right, Kabuki is like, it's these slums, right? It's a place that's supposed to be really shitty. Is this guy bothering you, miss? Oh.
Do I know you?
No, I was just making sure that this woman is okay. I guess you're helping her home? Hopefully. There's a lot of junk around. Like, you could probably spend hours just walking around and collecting junk, so I'm gonna try not to do that. Okay, this thing was very far away. I probably should have, like... Oh, there's another clothing store up there. I should have probably fast traveled there or, like, used the car. Kind of underestimated the distance. Perfume. The essence of all earthly smells collected in one bottle. Pack of cigarettes. Might as well dunk your lungs in a bowl of tar. Yikes. Maybe they sell... Wait, no, this is the same store as last time.
Killer does.
Yeah, it's the same guy. You've got nothing for sale that interests me. Okay, what's happening here? Wanted in Night City. These are 3-star bounties. Doesn't that mean they're like pretty strong? SC4. What's SC? Is that like their level basically? I don't want to like intervene in any battles until I have better weapons, you know? So I'm going to avoid conflict for now, even though I feel kind of cowardly doing that, but... Like, I've already killed a bunch of people that I didn't want to. Because you basically can't do a fully non-lethal run in this game, right? Because when you start the game, you have no non-lethal options. So like, V has already killed some people. I don't want to make it any worse than it already is. So I'm gonna wait. Why is it like so hidden? I guess it's illegal. Plastic gas mask with... Ooh, okay, so this is the fighting ring.
This is pointless. I know where I'm gonna strike before I do it. Typical. Knew I'd say that.
Okay, which one of you am I fighting?
Here for a fight. Which one of you is my guy?
Me!
Wasn't expecting a tag team, but whatever, I guess.
One at a time,
who do I got
hopefully?
first?
No, you don't get it. That body and this one, I'm the same person.
So...
What?
What? I'm seeing double?
I used to be twins, which you could probably guess. The twins had a close bond. They wanted to be closer, stronger. So they installed neural oscillation sinks. And now they're, well...
One person?
Me. One person, two bodies. My bodies do everything together. Everything.
I didn't know that was a thing. really do everything together? What is that? Six yin yang? I can't choose any of these. Is it because I'm not courageous enough?
Really do everything together?
Aw, V,
Even
come
under
on.
the sheets?
I have one girlfriend for both bodies. If that's what you're asking. Shared between both.
I'm sure.
So, what? One takes waist up and the other's on booty duty?
No, she's with one body Monday through Wednesday, and the other Wednesday through Sunday. Bitch.
You don't have to be rude about it. I was just messing with you. So I can't pick either of these because I'm not like courageous enough? Okay.
Guess it fucked you two up.
Not you two. It's just me. And where's the sportsmanship? Sheesh. Come back when you wise up. Be waiting.
Okay. So, can't do this yet. I guess we'll have to come back once we're stronger. Well, that was the only side quest I could do. So, the lockdown is still ongoing. Take part in more fights after the Watson lockdown is lifted. Oh, is this why I can't fight? Because of the Watson lockdown? Okay. Meet with the Militech agent or meet with Jackie. Which one should we do first? I guess we want the information before the pickup, right? So let's do the information. Go to Lizzie's bar between 6 and 6. So right now would be good, I guess. It's 11 p.m. right now. Can I like summon a car? Like, where does my car show up? Oh, right there. Alright, people have told me that the driving controls are much better on controller, which makes sense, right? Because you got the adaptive trigger. So I'm gonna be using my controller to drive. Okay, yeah, that feels much better. That's definitely a lot better than a keyboard, because I can actually control how fast I'm going. Oh, there's supposed to be a job like right here. But like, can I park just anywhere, or? It says there's a job right here. Hello? Oh, I guess a fixer lives here? Oh, this is Regina Jones. Is she gonna mind that I'm coming to see her in person? I'm coming to see if you have any other jobs for me, I guess. You don't mind, do you? Like just dropping in unannounced?
Don't worry, it won't shoot. You're in the system. Go in.
Oh, are you sure? Thank you. I did get worried for a second. What do you have here? A security turret. Okay. Regina's associate. I'm not sure what I was expecting. A place to be a little busier, I guess. Hello, Regina. How you doing, girl? Nice digs. Tell me about Watson.
Regina, how'd you describe Watson in one sentence?
The Japanese built Kabuki, but the Chinese live there mostly. North side used to be plated in chrome, now it's covered in rust. We have an entire aquarium full of corpos, and that's no metaphor. Know what all that comes out to?
One sentence is never enough.
That's Watson.
Royce, what do you know about him? Royce?
Need to check one guy. Maybe you know something.
And who?
Simon Randall, also known as Royce.
Maelstrom.
Oh, right, from the
Little
Maelstrom.
birds say a certain Dex has taken an interest in him. You checking to see if I'll tell you the same thing as another fixer? Clever, but not too wise.
Why is that not wise?
Used to be a media, didn't you?
Not hard to guess, but I'll give you a point for perceptiveness.
Why you stop?
Never stopped, really. Information is a weapon, V. I just traded in for a larger caliber.
Okay. So I guess she doesn't have any other jobs for me yet. We need to do the other job first before she gives us new ones. Ooh. Oh, it's locked, of course. I wasn't gonna steal it. Regina Jones, no affiliation. And yeah, a lot of these people, like high-level people, are resistant to quick hacks. Which makes sense. Of course, they would have like protection against that stuff. Okay, so cool. That didn't really tell me much, but I'm glad I got to meet you in person. Hopefully we can do business together in the future. Also, can your car get like stolen or destroyed while it's out on the street? And if it gets destroyed, like, are you out of a car? Or is it Red Dead Redemption rules and like another car just kind of swoops in from the void? Afterlife mercs. I still don't know what Afterlife is. These guys have Sandevistans. Damn. SC60. Oh, SC is for street cred, of course. Of which I have 2. So does that mean I'm basically like level 2 and these guys are like level 60? Okay, yeah, they would destroy me, that's for sure. So we're not gonna fuck with these guys. We're gonna go to Lizzie's bar. You're still just with this woman? Are you sure you don't need any help, ma'am?
¿Qué quieres?
Do you need me to call the cops or no? Okay. So this is Lizzie's bar right here. Some disinfectant. Might need that after going to this bar. Prap, prap. That's the sound of the police. I can put on some sunglasses. Plastic gas mask. Wait, it's not visible. Plus 10 chemical resistance. Wait, it doesn't show up on your body? Oh, right, because I have the outfit on right now. Ah. Huh. Or the glasses. I really look like I'm trying to be a tough guy, you know? I mean, who wears sunglasses at night, you know? That's a real douche move, so I'm not gonna do that. Real water. Hello.
Hey there, dollface.
Thank you.
Interest you in a preem BD?
Maybe. What's good?
What do you got?
What don't we got? Women and men of your dreams. Synaptic acting A-listers, no washed-up virtue porn boy toys or blow-up dolls here.
Auteur stuff. It'll grip your heart and blow your nerves right out of your body. Pure bit-based ecstasy. That's why people come here.
Clearly know how to sell it.
Not a sales pitch, it's a warning. I'll give you one word. Bespoke. Not for everyone's synapses.
Think you can handle it?
Sure.
Bespoke. Damn, that sounds promising. I get it, I'm in.
When in Rome,
Couple of
you know?
things you need to know first. Severe penalties for any unauthorized recording.
I would
No
never
drugs,
there.
no groping.
Of course.
Someone catch your eye? You do not grab them. You find them in the catalog, ask for a BD, and get yourself a box.
Okay.
I really look that green to you? Like I don't know.
I kind of am.
Mm-hmm. Door's open. Have fun, doll. Welcome to Lizzie's.
Thank you. I wasn't raised in a barn. I know how to behave myself.
My, what a
Safe
sweet
area.
face you have.
You talking to me? You think I look sweet? They all got these Mox tattoos. So what makes this a safe area? Basically, does that mean I can't pull out my gun? Oh, you can't pull out your gun. Okay, interesting. Come here often. The Mox. It's one of those stories that is either very simple or very complicated, depending on who you ask. For Janice, it was a mix of both. The Mox came to exist because it had to. We didn't have a soul in our corner, no one to make sure street justice was on our side, so we took matters into our own hands. The Mox is composed of the people who, if any of them disappeared from the streets tomorrow, you might never even notice. Sex workers, penniless artists, aimless rebels, and restless souls who weren't dealt a fair hand in life. Today, the Mox is thriving, as demonstrated by the booming biz at Lizzie's bar. Lizzie's is renowned, typo, for being arguably the best braindance club in Night City. Corporate suits, gangoons, pop stars, and locals alike all gather at Lizzie's to kick back, have a drink, and dip into the most beautifully scrolled and tuned BDs you've ever experienced. Most customers, however, are oblivious to the fact that the club is gang-owned and operated, that the Mox are in charge, watching after their own. Just like the Lizzie of legend once did. Okay, so Lizzie is a real person, but she's not alive anymore, I guess? Know the story? Lizzie used to work here back when it was just a typical dive with a stripper pole, Janice proudly explained. She took care of the girls, made sure eddies were falling into their pockets, and their teeth weren't falling to the curb. Like this one time, this fucker, editor's note, referring to a Tiger Claws gang member, was having too much fun with one of the girls, and Lizzie just couldn't stomach it anymore. Story is, she deprived the worm of his little tiger ball so quick and nasty it took them 2 days to clean up all the blood and puke splatter. Ugh. Of course, the Claws found out fast, and they flatlined her in a flash. But everyone that she had impacted in some way, they were still around. They came together, fought back, and... well, you already know the rest. Interesting.
Hey.
Can
what's
I...
going on?
Nothing? What's going on with you? Interesting knees. Fuck to death. Okay. Can get in there. Whoa. Look at this place. What are you guys talking about? I'm guessing the nudity filter is gonna work overtime in this place. Ah, yeah, just sitting there on the bench with your little visor, enjoying some little brain dance, huh? Of which almost all of them are sexual, I bet.
Next time you fuck something up.
When was the last time I fucked anything up, huh?
Seriously? How far back you want me to go?
Worst street scum come out at night.
Are you talking about me? You better not be. I can't get over like how unique all the characters look. You know, all the NPCs look like they could be real. Oh my god. Is your whole body like chrome? And you're really committed to the bit. You guys are dancing a lot when there's like no music. Love the decoration. It's very funky. Hello, I can see you have a bat. Is it okay if I walk by here or... Yes? Okay, just making sure.
I'll come back to my place. Grab one last drink.
Don't even start.
Sorry, bro, she's not interested.
Long time no see.
Yeah, you know how it goes.
Can I go in there? Yes. What am I hearing? Is it the sound of like the leather of my shoes? I'm so noisy. The vampire prince is back. The what now? Monster hunters beware! Turbo Dracula is a dark, gritty, visceral action game experience where you play as the plasma-thirsty prince of puncture wounds himself, Dracula. He has risen again, this time as a digiclone in a body of chrome, but his appetite for blood hasn't waned one bit. Assisted by the descendants of an ancient bloodline, he wages war against the sinister Helsing Corp. Of course, Van Helsing is a corporation now, headed by the Demon Brothers Manchester. They aim to take over the world with the help of genetically spliced werewolf zombies. Dracula must face difficult choices such as whether to resurrect his old friend Viago or to transmutate into his nemesis. A polished real-time combat system and non-linear storyline offer the player deep immersion in single-player, while the multiplayer mode allows you to team up with your Chumbas as they take control of the brooding Varney or blonde fan favorite Herbert. Without spoiling any of the endings, yes, multiple endings, I'll leave you with just one thing. Lady Carmilla Ruthven Bathory is hands down the most captivating character ever written in the 100-year history of video games, period. Well, I'm interested. Got some 80s here. Are you the DJ? I'm going to assume that all these people have the music kind of like playing directly in their earpiece. Like this person here. Otherwise, the energy level is a little too high, considering it's kind of silent here. Just a bunch of servers here. Torn reinforced tank top. Electronic murderer. Oh, that's what this was. A feast for the eyes.
Those eddies were to get us the fuck out of here.
There's always next year.
Sure, whatever.
Don't know what that's about. So Jazil's second impact.
You try that new one?
Not yet.
A lot of people just lost in the sauce, pretty much.
New place. We went there yesterday. Huh. Drawing a blank.
I love that you can just scan all these people. Oh, it stopped giving me their names. Huh. And then this leads outside. Oh, medical forceps. I don't want to know why this was in the bathroom. No future, huh? Okay, bathroom is in a really kind of shitty place. Sit at the bar and ask for Evelyn. And then this just leads outside. Ooh, Wraith's coat with improvised bulletproof lining. That looks pretty cool. So now we're on the rooftop of the bar. Alright, let's go to the bar and ask about Evelyn. Wait, let me see that new jacket I found. That's a little much. I just want to like look at everyone, you know? You can't help but wonder what their story is.
The real feels out of control though. I mean, I'm still feeling that dragon tail bite. Don't know. started a time or two.
I'm just getting started.
Ah, this stuff's different. Custom made or something. A few seconds in, just forget it ain't real.
What's going on?
Seen it all. And there's nothing holding you back. Your fantasies ain't even a knot. What they got in their catalog. Look here, Basto Rodeo with big. Ta-da. Can you believe it? They just pick your spot. Grass hut in Hawaii, maybe a penthouse in Westbrook. You know, I'm more of a front door kind of guy. Like this. Dude, the centipede? Fuck me. But suit yourself. I call dicks on speakers. Down the hatch, too. Then we hit the boxes.
But this guy is really enjoying it. Oh, she's slapping. Damn. I love it. Wouldn't you, though? Like, seriously, if you could, wouldn't you?
That's what you're into. Maybe you can tell me about it over a drink.
Hey, another round over here, Stat.
So, what can a horny girl like me do for a hungry guy like you? A little vanilla and sprinkles? Or kinkier? Wax? Maybe electrosex? Zappies? Power implants?
Here's what I want. You and your girlfriend wearing high heels, blindfolds.
He's more into the classics.
Big gags.
No problem. You buying or renting?
Renting. How much?
Relax. It'll go on your tab. Think I got just the thing.
No, you should wait till you know the actual
This
number.
one's me and Candice. You'll feel us everywhere. It's fun. So, see you on the other side, baby.
How interesting. So, I guess you can choose from the catalog, but they also have like sex workers there who can kind of like just flirt with you and be like, aren't you interested in this? And then instead of having to actually sleep with you, you just go and get their BD, and then you get to experience like sleeping with them, and they don't need to actually like sleep with you. So it's a great deal for them, definitely. But like they do still have to kind of sell it, so it's like an elevated version of like having an OnlyFans pretty much. It's like the evolution of that. You still have to market yourself and kind of like sell this this fantasy, but then you don't need to actually do anything, which is great. Antsy nightlife, drinks, dancing, debauchery. If you're a dancehead like us, don't miss out on Lizzie's. You'll find no better braindance club in the city, no matter how deep you dig. Modern boxes, solid tech, but most important, the catalog, chock full of nearly any XP you can imagine. You'll find everything you need to get you off, fast or slow, nasty or classy, and everything in between. Don't let the girls at the front door scare you off or kill your buzz. They're wary of newcomers, but once you get in, they'll treat you like one of their own. Trust us. Give Lizzie's a try and you'll never go anywhere else. Now, the afterlife, that's a different story. Okay, so it's another, like, BD club. Sure, you can cut loose and have a good time here, but the afterlife is a place of business above all else. Want to meet with a fixer about a job that needs doing? Discuss important gig details with a client over drinks? Or maybe you just sit back and people watch to see the comings and goings of the NC underworld's biggest merc and fixer names? The afterlife is a great place for all of the above, the only place really. If you're looking for the city's marquee events, you'll find yourself at Riot. Chart-topping playlist, live performances from the brightest stars, both local and from around the world, DJ battles, unique music shows, and media-packed album premieres. Sound like you're seen? Don't miss out on Riot.
Nothing's wrong. Really.
Why don't you just tell me the truth?
I just told you.
Uh-oh. Little trouble here. So is this like, oh, it's kind of a, okay, they have private rooms.
Still feel like shit. Little hair of the dog?
Yeah. Give me a sec.
Sorry, I don't want to bother you fine folks. Let me close the door behind me. Some of these people have got to be upset that I'm bothering them, right? What's going on here? Y'all just partying? Don't mind me. This one's empty. A family of empire. The legacy of Arasaka needs no introduction. The Arasaka Corporation is one of the world's most powerful, with offices located in every major metropolis across the globe. For years, it has been behind the proverbial wheel of our planet's economy and society. The history of Arasaka Night City is deserving of its own article, probably a whole book. But suffice to say, the media industry in our city follows the family behind the megacorp as closely as they do share prices. The story of the Arasaka family is one of empire, a true dynasty under the rule of patriarch Saburo Arasaka. Rumors of the great Saburo's retirement and cession of company control, as well as of its closely guarded secrets to his daughter Anako and son Yorinobu, have come and passed in recent years, but has the time come where such rumors may finally contain a grain of truth? Our sources report that Yorinobu Arasaka is currently in Night City, but not for a social call, and yet if Yorinobu is strategizing a move for the throne, what of Hanako? Experts who follow the family closely unanimously agree that, due to ideological differences between Saburo and Yorinobu, Hanako will likely cement herself as the one true heir to the immense fortune and power of the Arasaka family. However, reality is hardly ever so predictable. Familial power dynamics can shift in an instant. For example, what would happen if Hanako fell from favor at a time when Yorinobu had his father's ear? And what scenario might cause such a fall? No family is without its secrets, and the Arasakas are no exception. After all, what appears first as heaven appears second as hell. Japanese proverb. I assume we're going to meet some of this family eventually, right? The Arasaka.
How much?
Would you
No,
like
at
anything
least
else?
double that. Damn the brakes.
It's a bit.
I'm
Relax.
insulting you?
It's on the corp.
You okay? A bunch of people just like bad tripping. Everything okay here? Oh. Kibble and Scop. Kibble stared glumly at his glass of a seaweed-colored drink. A part of him hoped the bartender had poured a pint of rat poison by mistake. I don't get it, Choom, he murmured gloomily. At school they said I had talent, a real knack for acting. Was it all a fucking lie or what? Dude, there are billions of people on this rock, Scop shrugged. Can't work out for everyone. Kibble flicked on his olfactory booster and gave his beverage a whiff. Smelled just like the wet mop in the bathroom, maybe worse. Then, not knowing why, he suddenly recalled the merc he talked to a week ago in a popular punk dive he liked to frequent. Well, okay, maybe talked is generous, but grievances were certainly aired. The merc swept the floor with him that night and threatened to put a bullet between his tonsils if he ever spilled her tequila again. This is it, he thought, rutgut and tequila, unemployed losers and hotshit mercs, the latter with the world at their feet. It's people like Kibble who are just a theater set piece, who make up the backdrop against which the Sandevist and boosted mercs of the world can shine bright as stars. Kibble decided then and there that he didn't want to be just a splotch in the background anymore. Why? Why doesn't it ever shake out for us? He asked with sour grimace. Why does this city only reward bloodthirsty, bullet-crazy punks while the rest of us normal saps without murderous tendencies have to huddle over our cheap glasses of green cockroach piss? Scop shrugged again. I don't know, find a gun, buy an edgy jacket, he suggested indifferently with a note of sarcasm. Shoot up some gang hunts, have the punkiest time of your life for 4.5 seconds. What the hell happened here? Kibble continued his rant. The world's all upside down. There are billions just like you and me. Billions of do-nothings, cowards. No, not cowards. People who just want things to be normal. Safety. Life. Life, Scop. Scop had already opened his mouth, ready to list off another round of cynical retorts, but then stopped himself short and started a tangent of his own. Life. he repeated slowly and ponderously. What if I could sell the world an alternate life? The same all those edge runners feel, except where you won't ever die like they do. Is this how BDs were invented? Kibble snorted and spat out the cockroach piss he finally mustered the courage to taste. Sorry to burst your bubble, Choom, but somebody's way ahead of you there. Ever heard of Bloody Bout IV? Or like a million other computer games? Scop cracked a roguish smile. Is Bloody Bout IV or these million other games designed to work on a hybrid brain-dance system? You know, the kind I made a breakthrough on just last week? Oh. They invented brain-dance, maybe? I have to assume that a lot of these... Are you stopping her from leaving? Do I need to get the mocks on your case? For my own peace of mind, I'm going to assume that you're taking care of her while she's like sick.
Look, that's how it is, hun. No, I don't want to hear it. No.
I love that they like move around as if to touch it, but like you can't touch it, can you? Unless maybe it's sending like the signals to your nervous system that you're actually touching something. But then, man, you can really get lost in this fake reality. I'm sure a bunch of people do. Yeah, I was gonna say, I have to assume a lot of these books we find have like duplicates out in the world, otherwise they would be very easy to miss. I think I've explored most of this place. Hello. I've seen you before. Oh, she's in the mocks. I've seen this character around on like screenshots, and I've had to draw her for a commission before actually. I think this is Judy? I could never forget because I had to redraw all her tattoos and that was a pain.
Hey.
Hey.
Get you something.
Lizzie still work here? I mean, I would sound really stupid saying that because she's dead, but let's ask it.
So, curious. The name Lizzie's. That the owner?
Not for a long while, no. And it's none too sweet a story.
Yeah, she got killed,
no,
right?
I'm just flat interested.
Real Lizzie ran a strip joint out of this place back in the day. Lizzie's bar. Girls were paid right, insured, and had decent security. Good spot, all in all.
Let me guess. It didn't last.
No, Tiger Claws took care of that. Tiger beat one of Lizzie's girls real bad once. No hesitation, Lizzie blasted the guy's balls off. Gang came back the next day. Liz was done.
Tigers gave this place up to the Mox in the end, though, didn't they?
Sort of. The Moxes had to make a deal with them. Luckily, they kept their heads, organized quick. Big boss now is Susie Q. But the sign stayed up, out of respect. Biz booms to this day.
Susie Q, huh? What can I get here?
What's on the menu?
Oh, okay, you can actually buy like a bunch of drinks. And they do give you like bonuses. Beer. Simple. Be bohemian. Some things should never change. Perfect for drowning sorrows, fears, and an uninteresting past. With a kick of class revolution, a nail of a beer, let freedom ring, open a Cirrus light now. Cirrus, feel free. Now an excellent source of iron. Swallow a load of bliss. Fiesta Calavera. Papa Squat, take a shot. A taste of Oklahoma, quality doesn't cut corners. Feel the chemistry, no calories, no regrets. Whiskey, anything else is just frills. Beer for those who demand more. Chant your mantra, drink tea. For a minty punch to the face. We're going bananas for high fructose corn syrup, are you? Take a sip of status. The tasteless taste of nature, because it's real water. It's like having actual real water is like a luxury at this point. How do I already have 72 out of 200 weight? I feel like I'm not carrying much. Give hydration a chance. Brewed for inner peace. Calm your nerves. Find your center. Savor that spiky agave punch. Naturally carbonated. Naturally. A drink from a glacier is a drink from history. I'm good. I'm looking for Evelyn.
Looking for Evelyn Parker. Know if she's here?
Who's asking?
My name is V.
Name's V. She and I have a date.
Well, V, it's a pleasure. I'm Mateo.
Uh-huh.
Nice to meet you.
Evelyn.
Club's big. Gonna have to look around. Can't do it for you.
It's all right, Mateo. I was waiting for this one.
Oh, hello. So, thank you.
Evelyn Parker.
I'm V.
I knew it was you as soon as you walked in.
Really? Let's have a little drink. Thanks for the drink.
Sense on. Only tequila I drink. How would you know?
I like to know everything about the people I work with. Either that or it was just a lucky guess.
What is this? 5? 5 what?
Why are we meeting here? Any particular reason? Actually, it doesn't seem much like your thing, this place.
Really?
I'll take that as a compliment. Come on. Know a place we can talk where ears won't prick up to listen.
Okay.
We'll be in the lounge, Mateo. If anyone asks, we're not here.
Wait, what was that symbol? 5? 5 what? Is it based on my stats? Oh, okay, that's what this symbol is. It's for cool. And this is for our reflexes. Okay. So, okay, right. Your stats alter what things you can say in dialogue. Okay. So this is for cool, techie, reflex, body intelligence. Okay. I gotcha. Judy's gone. Wonder where she went. I'm following. Wait, so just remind me who Evelyn is. Evelyn Parker's got the best intelligence. Okay, Evelyn Parker. She looks the part of a high-ranking corpo, but arranges meetups at street gang dive bars. She seems a wealthy, worldly woman, but rounds up a ragtag bunch of rookie mercs for a high-profile kleb job. She's humorous and charming, yet drives a hard bargain. She puts her faith in professionals, but wants to pull their strings all the same. When it comes to Evelyn, only one thing is certain. You must tread carefully. Her beauty, cunning, and fierce determination combine for a potentially volatile mix. Alright. Duly noted. So she's... This whole first mission we got from Dexter, like, it sounded a bit complicated. I forget who she is related to that job. I guess she's just like an informant. She's got intel, right? So she has intel on the job for Dexter. Fix her location, Regina's den. If you want to parlay with Regina in person, you'll have to head down to Kabuki and Watson. Yaiba, the corporate skyscraper where she's located, is hard to miss. It's mostly surrounded by residential buildings, not to mention Lizzie's bar, the Club of the Mox. Regina conducts biz out of the top floor, which she has reserved all to herself. Evelyn Parker. Okay. So, do you have information for me? Oh, you want me to sit? All right. You seem trustworthy enough.
Dex had a load to say about you. Called you professional, effective.
Did he?
And trustworthy.
I haven't even done anything for him yet.
I hope he wasn't overselling.
I don't know him well. I'm the best.
I'm waiting.
I'm good at what I do. Got a solid crew at my back, too.
I guess.
Never once botched a job.
You do realize I expect more of you than scraping street corner data terms. Much, much more.
I'm the best, and I know what I'm getting into. Dex was clear. The job's high risk.
I'm being very confident for someone who's done like no like big
By the way,
jobs.
you work together long? You and Dex?
Not so far.
Just started working with him, in fact.
I've heard there are two kinds of fixers. Those with stable crews on long contracts and short leashes. Loyalty and predictability they value above all else. Then there's the other kind. Dex's kind.
Elaborate, please?
Come on. Can't leave that hanging.
Headhunters. They lay their trust elsewhere, not in people, but in a thing. Their intuition. They bet on potential. And if they lose that bet, it's the last mistake they ever make. I'm hoping Dex's intuition has served him well in this case.
Let's cut to the chase. What do you got for me?
Your target. I trust you know what it is.
Relic.
Not really.
Secure your
Right,
soul
yes, the
trinket.
relic.
Key tech in the program, actually.
I remember.
We're tangling with Arasaka. Making this heist one dangerous, risky motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. Arasaka's poured billions into personality transfer technology. But me, I just want the data on this one. The chip is tucked away inside Kompeki Plaza, the hotel. You ever been?
Never had the opportunity.
You know, just never rolled through that neighborhood.
Damn shame. The fresh they serve is sinfully good. Chef must have made a deal with the devil.
So where's this chip hiding, exactly?
In a suite on the top floor. The room's occupied by Yorinobu Arasaka.
Yorinobu Arasaka?
Oh.
He's in town?
Don't you read the scream sheets? The media couldn't get enough of Yori coming to Night City. It was all over the headlines. Anyway, he's heir apparent to the Arasaka Empire. Saburo Arasaka's only surviving
Surviving,
son.
so he had
What,
others.
so Arasaka Jr.'s planning to grab the reins while in Night City?
Only a handful of people in Night City know what the Arasaka's real plans are.
Telling me you're one of them?
Wait, that sounds like suicide though. That's like the top honcho from Arasaka.
So we're not jumping the corp. We're jumping Yorinobu Arasaka himself.
Yorinobu is a puppet. He lost all his cards years ago when he failed to do Daddy's bidding.
To his sister, you mean?
Saburo's had Yuri's balls in a vice for years. He might just turn the screw and crush them outright if he learns his son's up to no good again.
Top dog like Yorinobu's bound to have an army on call.
Yeah.
Hotel's probably a goddamn fortress by now, too.
Seems above my pay
Yorinobu
grade.
keeps exactly no hustle around. Not one guard. Got rid of them a long time
How's
ago.
that possible?
Huh. Why is that?
Surely you know what they say about Arasaka intel. Sneeze in Night City, and a blossom drops from a cherry tree in Tokyo. Yorinobu was convinced his Arasaka security detail reported directly to his father.
Oh, so he doesn't trust them because he doesn't trust his father? Still, he could like hire his own personal guard.
Look, if you've got any spare aces up your sleeve, now's the time to show them.
Now this should make your tits perk up. Yorinobu recently swiped the chip from an Arasaka laboratory. He's made a deal with Netwatch, aims to sell it to them.
Really?
Have you spotted my ace yet, or do I need to spell things out?
Wait, neutral Netwatch is mixed up in this?
Netwatch provides net security for all corporations, and collects eddies in the millions for it. But in this day and age, everyone's in the game, and no one can afford to be a saint. To win, one has to go all in.
So what's Yorinobu due to walk away with?
Unimportant. You focus on the biochip.
What could cyberspace's watchers and protectors offer him? Intelligence on his enemies?
That doesn't matter in the least. Because you'll make sure the transaction never happens, and I get the chip.
The mission with the chip is not related to the other mission from Dex, right? Dex was talking about like a convoy. Like these two jobs are not related.
Fine. So no Arasaka security on the device because Yorinobu whisked it away in secret. Now where's he hiding it?
Well, likely in a specialized container. One that mimics an organic neural environment. On the outside, it looks like an ordinary briefcase.
And the case is?
You'll see for yourself soon enough. Provided we're done gossiping about the Arasakas.
And what's on this relic?
One more thing. Data that's on the chip. What is it?
Irrelevant, entirely.
We're talking about data Yorinobu snuck out of Arasaka. What's more, he wants to pass it on to Netwatch. Sounds pretty damn relevant to me.
Listen, V. The relic. That's my concern. Your concern? Earning a paycheck.
Fair enough.
Just get the job done. I'll make sure your bank accounts are sated.
Okay.
What else do you know about Yorinobu?
Quite a bit, actually. He studied finance and biotech in Tokyo. Probably didn't have a choice in the matter, come to think of it. Saburo was grooming him to be his successor. But then Yorinobu vanished to chase his own dreams. Cut himself off from the Corp for years. Long story short, though the black sheep returned, the bitter taste remained. But that's only one side of him. There's another. An intelligent man who has always walked his own path, and so has his own designs on the Corp.
A risky move.
Seems to be risking everything with this relic scam.
Yes, because he's fallen for the biggest lie this town puts forward. That he can gain and retain control of anything.
Okay, what's next?
Now comes the best part. Follow me. Got something for you. Should help you plan. Brain dance from Konpeki Plaza.
How's a
Really?
brain dance supposed to help? Need facts, not thrills.
Come on, V, because it can help you
BDs
plan
are
for
only
the
good
place.
Fondling virtual tits. Jacking off to in those boxes.
Yeah, obviously.
No. They can be a very useful tool. Good for analyzing details human perception, even boosted, doesn't grasp. Exactly what you need.
So what's on the tape?
Yorinobu's suite. The glorious interior. No, hey, we weren't finished.
All right. Yes.
You'll need to locate the relic yourself. Hope I grabbed enough detail to make that possible.
Hold up. Mean to say you recorded this?
Mm-hmm. BD rec implant. Why, you object?
No. Do you know in person? I mean, it's not really my business, but I'm kind of curious.
Well, what do you think?
Supposed to be Yorinobu's pad on the tape. Means you were inside. You, know each other?
How else could I get all this intel? I know him pretty well.
Then why not
actually.
steal it yourself?
We have an arrangement. Strictly business. Suits us both, I think.
An arrangement?
Let's see this brain dance.
Okay. That's what you call it?
Judy'll help. She's a Mox, too. Besides, we go back, years. V, this is important. Judy's always been there for me. Always helped out. I trust her. But she's a Mox, not the latest member of your crew. Try not to forget.
Okay.
So you'll be a good girl, tread lightly, and keep that tongue on a leash.
Relax. Believe it or not, I'm no stranger to tact. In biz or life.
Hey, there you are.
This is V. She's here for that BD role. And V, this is Judy. Best brain dance editor I know.
Enough already. Gonna make me barf.
Brain dance editor. Hey, Judy.
Hey, Judy.
Compiled your BDF.
What do you think? Will it do?
Still pretty raw, but yeah, ought to do.
Mm-hmm. V needs to get deep inside. That's most important.
So, let's calibrate. Tune it to her.
Yes, sure. Man, that's...
Believe me, I've dealt with worse. Should see the jig street porn we gotta contend with sometimes.
I bet.
So, we drop V inside? Let her look, let her rummage around, right?
How about it, V? Raw brain dance. Ever taken a dip before?
I'm not sure. What's so raw about it? Never. I'm a newbie.
Look, I'm no BD virgin, but the raw stuff, uncharted territory. Relax. I'll explain everything. It's less complicated than it sounds. Sit down, settle in, and we'll get you going.
Okay. Man, recording BDs though, that's gonna be like super illegal, right? Because you can expose like industrial secrets so easily, just like basically she did. And yeah, obviously a BD would be super useful in this case because you get to kind of like case the joint. Is that the expression? You get to kind of like look around, plan your heist. If you have the BD of like the interior of a bank, right? You go in just to go to the bathroom or like to do a deposit, and then like you record all your surroundings, where the guards are, where the cameras are, and then you get to really like plan your operation in advance. Oh, I'm gonna sit in there. Okay. I still don't get, like, if you're so close to Yorinobu yourself, why don't you steal the chip yourself? Why do you need to send me? Like, it feels like you would have plenty of opportunity to do it yourself. I guess it's because she doesn't want to incriminate herself, but then, like... I guess it's because she doesn't want to incriminate herself. Like, if I get caught, she can just deny that she was involved in anything, right? It's just always funny in these situations because, like, obviously, in this world, you're kind of like a newbie, right? You don't really have that many jobs to your name. You're kind of a nobody. And so these big-time fixers are giving you jobs for like really important stuff, like stuff that they would probably send their best people for. And instead they're kind of like taking a chance on you, like a relative unknown, which is interesting. I mean, it's cool for us. We get to participate in these cool missions, but like, I don't know how much sense it really makes in universe that they would like send you for this when you're really not a proven entity. I guess the idea is like, well, I guess I'm to believe that in those 6 months that we've been in Night Sea, like we've done a lot of jobs and like we've kind of proven ourselves to at least to an extent, even though we're like level 2. But I guess the level 2 is more of a gameplay thing, but like in the world, we're kind of like starting to be well known. Also, I picked up like 2 books. World Brain Dance. As Braindance's popularity spread, public opinion divided into 2 camps, those who saw the new technology as a revelation, and those who saw it as a threat. Some predicted Braindance would save humanity as we know it, bringing an end to unnecessary conflict and ushering us into a new utopian age of mutual understanding and respect. After all, the argument went, if you look at yourself from your enemy's point of view, if you understand him deeply, and vice versa, he ceases to be your enemy. Others, however, foresaw a wave of new addictions, deepening isolation and societal division, even a crisis of identity. In the end, the market proved both views right. Braindance became an everyday product, another form of entertainment, but also a new form of surveillance. In essence, Braindance is the transfer of the conscious experiences of the person who recorded, or scrolled, them to one who relives them. The raw material must first be processed or edited before it can be used. They were hoping the technology would basically teach you empathy, and like you could potentially do that if you were to like edit it in a specific way. But empathy is a weird thing to teach. But of course it would be, you know, new addiction and used for porn and like to be isolated from... Because if your reality is going to be so shitty, why not just lose yourself in a much more fun reality? Netwatch was founded as a European net security company, but its success quickly transformed it into an international agency sponsored by corporations. The Net Police specializes in securing data fortresses, pursuing unlicensed AIs, neutralizing hacks, removing software threats, and apprehending troublesome netrunners. So they're the internet police, basically. Netwatch also maintains the Black Wall, a barrier of vice that guards against rogue post-crash AIs. Corporate propaganda likes to portray Netwatch agents as defenders of humanity, without which the net would have long ago collapsed. The truth is that it's not so hard to become a public enemy in the eyes of Netwatch. Go ahead, jack in, and read the security protocols sent to every user on the net. The moment you step over the line, some eager rookie in the nearest Netwatch division will have a file on you in no time. Oh, there he is, Yorinobu Arasaka. The son of Saburo Arasaka, leader of the world's biggest arms manufacturing corporation. Ever since his young rebellious years, there has been a lot of friction between Yorinobu and his father, though as to why, that's anyone's guess. I mean, it's always really hard when your father is super famous and powerful, and then you're kind of like, you have to live up to their place in society and like potentially become the heir to their empire. There's a lot on your shoulders. It's like there's a lot on your shoulders, but at the same time, you're like a total nepo baby with like born with a silver spoon in your mouth. So you've got your own personal struggles, I guess. Known for his difficult personality and controversial opinions. What's even a controversial opinion in 2077, I wonder? He doesn't fulfill any important role in Arasaka. Despite his urgent calls for change in the corporation, Yorinobu doesn't really want to take the helm. Being a billionaire is currently much more fun. Oh, I bet it is. He's probably more like a trillionaire, considering his father. Ooh, look at that. Saburo Arasaka. The fact we're seeing pictures of them, I assume we're going to meet them? CEO of the Arasaka Corporation. After elevating his father's Japanese company out of relative obscurity to become a global powerhouse, Saburo is now widely regarded as the founder of the Arasaka Empire. This former Japanese Imperial Navy pilot transformed into the ruthless businessman who now stands at the helm of the world's largest arms manufacturer. He is a man who, for decades, has been rumored to be able to force even the most cold-blooded assassins to commit suicide at his command, which may say as much about his virtually absolute rule as it does his extraordinarily prolonged lifespan. Can you imagine what type of technology you have access to when you're the world's richest man? Judy Alvarez. Look at all these tattoos. Looks like the Mox all have the Mox tattoo. One of Braindance's most gifted editors and a skilled techie. If she wanted to, she could get hired at any corpo entertainment studio and make bank, but Judy values her independence too much to sell out. She rejects every offer that comes her way. Her anarchist spirit drew her to the Mox in the hope that they could improve the lives of people in Night City. Her biggest flaw is that she can't keep her mouth shut in the face of injustice. Something that always gets her in trouble. For some though, it's her greatest virtue. So she's a bit of a goody two-shoe, basically. She's like a lawful good type of character, which in this universe is kind of rare, so we're probably gonna get along just fine. I also am a bit of a goody two-shoe who should not be in this world. Wait, I was looking for the story I picked up. Where are they again? Oh, it's in shards, okay. Shit, I don't know which one I picked up though. I picked up two things. One of them was a shard and then I didn't read it, and yet it doesn't show up as like unread in my thing. I'll have to look in editing which one I picked up, and then I guess I'll read it in the next episode.
Have a seat and we'll get started.
Okay. And that seat has seen some action. Thank you. So I've done brain dances, but not raw brain dances.
Your sensory profile first.
A what profile?
A what profile now? A model of your perceptions and emotional responses. Need to adjust that so the raw BD won't overwhelm you.
Okay.
If I don't, best case scenario, you'll get nauseous as soon as you're in. Probably barf like you would in a shoddy virtue enviro.
Yeah, I'd rather avoid that.
And worst case, your synapses sizzle like locusts in a deep fryer.
Ooh,
but we're not about
fun.
to let that happen. Nuh-uh.
Okay. Profile away.
Okay, hit me. Just promise me it won't hurt. It won't. Not this time. Now sit still, look at me. Gonna
Looking
run
at
the
you?
analysis soft. Should feel a slight tingling. Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at you.
Okay, now let's set the optics and other sensory sigs. Look smack into these two screens. Pretend it's an eye exam.
You do this often?
Get a lot of requests like this? All the time. But it's usually stuff the girls scroll at the club. I take that and do some routine porn tuning. Crank up the orgasms? More like cut out all the other shit. Fucking's business as usual for these guys. Their minds wander to grocery lists, spouses' birthdays, late bills, whatever. But even then, you can refigure things, mold the emotions into something unique.
Right, because they change the emotions themselves.
I can't complain. One more sec. Need to get the pain receptor limiters in.
Is that gonna hurt?
Okay.
I guess
All
not.
set. You need to test your profile first. Tossing in a sample BD. You can use it to get to know the editor. Now let me see. Where could we...
Can't you just use my recording? Why are we wasting time?
So we don't risk our necks. Besides, won't take a sec. Got something here. Should be perfect.
Okay. What'd you choose?
What'd you choose? Corner store hold up in Haywood. Real amateurs. Don't even know where I got it. Suits our needs perfectly though. You ready?
Okay.
Boot it up. Let me give you the tailored version first. Let you get your bearings. Then we'll jump into editing mode. Be diving in and 3, 2...
Plan simple. Do nothing odd. Don't get creative. You go in, snatch the cash, get out. And we sell the BD to those psycho freaks from the studio. Got it.
Oh.
Everything on full blast. They'll spot us extra for a wicked adrenaline.
I see. So you get to relive. Oh, that's so cool. That's kind of like in Detroit.
On you go.
But, so I don't get to play this, right? I'm just like witnessing it.
Down, everybody, on the ground. I want to see you kissing the flooring. Money, now, or I will fucking drop you, I swear to God. Whoa, yeah, hey, now, before I blow your fucking head off.
And I guess it didn't go so well. Ooh.
Slow, deep breaths. Your cortisol and adrenaline spiked, but the soft activated your hormone blockers. Nothing happened. You're alive and well.
Okay. Could have warned me.
A flash of intense shock. I can still feel it. I remember. Fuck. That last second. Could
Oh,
only
that was,
how
he
much it
died
hurts to
straight
die.
up. Damn.
Trust me, real death hurts much, much more.
How
Not
would
so
you
sure
know?
about that. You'll be fine. Got everything set up? Let's switch over to editing mode.
Okay. So yeah, it's a bit like in Detroit, like you get shown a thing.
Sensory array. You'll be able to look around freely.
Ah.
Whole scene's yours.
Ah.
Full cam control in analysis mode, so move around, zoom in and out, whatever else you come up with. Think of it as your own little sandbox. So analysis mode, you control playback. Can even pause when you feel the need.
Very cool.
Then you use the editor console to unpause. Try it.
Plan simple. Do nothing odd. Don't get creepy.
Oh, that's so cool. I didn't even know this mechanic was in the game. So it's kind of like a little detective mode. That's really fun.
You go in, snatch the cash, get out. And we sell the BD to those psycho freaks from the studio. Got it.
Dream as hell, right? Well, that's not all. You can speed things up or rewind, whatever you like. Give it a try. Rewind, roll it back to the top.
It says layer visual, so there's gonna be multiple layers. Fast forward. The longer you hold, the faster it fast forward.
Plan simple. Do nothing odd. Don't get creepy. You go in, snatch the cash, yeah. And we sell the BD to those psycho freaks from the studio.
Okay. You can also reset the recording. That'll take you right back to the beginning. Try it. Now for some fun. This here's why you came in the first place. In analysis mode, you get to view and even scan details of the enviro recorded by the BD roller. Focus on the heat. The gun this gonk gets from his buddy at the beginning. Now scan it.
Can only scan a clue during moments when it's perceivable by the person recording the brain dance. Okay.
Plan simple. Do nothing odd. Don't get creative.
Okay, right here.
Okay, yeah, it's shown on the thing. Bold sections on the track indicate a scannable clue. The clue will be highlighted for the duration of the sequence if the editor is set to the correct layer. That's very cool. Pistol, it tells me the model.
Let's move on. Now heads up. In analysis mode, you can ferret out background noise and conversations if the roller got close enough. This tech records everything, every little detail, even the sights and sounds the roller was never aware of. To see the sources of the recorded sensory signals, switch to the audio layer in the editor. Go ahead and try that now. Okay, good. Now you should see several sound signatures in the store. Choose one and hone in on it.
Okay, fuck! Little shitheads! Go restock. I'll take the register. How about you suck a bag of dicks, eh?
So, any thoughts?
Unbelievable. Seriously, like it was happening right next to me.
Yeah, it's how BD recording implants work. They pick up everything, all the elements in the background. Then an editor tweaks them, makes them pop. Keep playing with the sound, explore it a bit. We'll move on when you get bored.
Okay. So what, was like another holdup happening at the same time?
I'll take the register. And a couple How about you suck a bag of dicks?
Okay. We have a deal today on 2 flavors. Cuddy and
Down.
surf and
Everybody! On the ground! Wanna see you kissing the floor?
So we'll get to see what killed him, basically. But like, how would the BD kind of record what's outside the store? I guess you can't really,
Sometimes
right?
you can analyze extra layers in the raw, stuff the roller's cyberware picked up.
Like what?
Ev's got Kuroshi optics that grab infrared, meaning you should be able to grab heat signatures from her recording.
Huh. Hella nice.
Hella.
Well, let's wait till the guy punches out the gonk at the counter.
Money!
Scanning works on peeps, too. Walk up to the wounded chick. Try scanning her.
I kind of wish you could like... Oh, you can, okay. You can fly around.
Alright, next thing. Scroll forward to the part where our artist gets a lead injection.
I mean, I wish I didn't have to relive dying. So what was outside that killed me?
See that? They shot him and he never saw it coming. But you will. Here it comes. My favorite part of the game. See the blinking thing over the entrance? Surveillance cam. Must have caught our shooter. You'll see in a sec. Cam feeds to the screen behind the clerk. Roll back to where the screen's in the kid's field of vision, then scan it. His own Chumba shot him. Probably planned to all along. Must have got a nice slice of cred on the black market for a BD like this. BD freaks are ready to pay a preem for a real flatline. Anyway, if you've seen enough, you can exit.
He was right behind him. Damn. That's cold. Okay. Very cool.
Yeah, it's impressive, right? It's too bad most of the BDs we do here are only good for flogging the log. Anyway, you ready to do this? Look at your wreck?
I don't know, let's take a break. Still feel like that kid when... Yeah, think I'm done.
V, there's no time. Get it together, please.
Okay. Go ahead. Just need T-Bug to link in.
Whoa, who?
Runner for my crew, security specialist. She'll tell me what to look for while we analyze. No problem, I hope.
Is it a problem?
Actually, it is a problem. Not what we agreed, Ev.
You can trust her.
Judy, please.
Ev, she wants to bring a runner in. What part of that don't you understand? How do I know she'll only slip into this footage?
Me. I'm your guarantee.
Yeah, right.
Remember our agreement? Help me this one last time. I promise everything will work out, just like we planned.
Wait, did Evelyn know I was gonna bring T-Bug in?
Okay, V. Call T-Bug and we'll dive in.
Okay, thank you. I don't even know if T-Bug is trustworthy.
Hey, V, what's happening?
Bug, listen. I got some useful footage from Konpeki Plaza. It's a brain dance.
Konpeki? Oh, thought as much.
Someone there with you?
Doesn't matter. You ready?
Unimportant, Bug. Please focus. Need your help. Got no clue what I'm supposed to look for once I'm in.
Alright, see if I can walk you through it. Jacking into your tech now. You've got to give me access. Opening port 1779. Secure protocol? Good, I'm going in. Should be getting my requests now.
Got it. You ready?
A millisec. Okay, connection confirmed. Now some quick temp ice and we're clear. Ready to dance.
Fire her up, Judy.
Okay. I mean, I hope she's trustworthy.
Alright, V, eyes open. Gotta find out where Yorinobu's keeping the relic.
Examine the brain dance in analysis mode to find the relic. Scan the apartment security systems. Oh boy.
You look like a cut of fuckable meat. Are you?
Evelyn. She. I felt her
Is that
fear.
fucking Atom Smasher from the
got it under
anime?
control quick too.
I said no. They'll have my head for this. Then you shall perish for a good cause. But make yourself comfortable. I need a minute to...
Listen in on that conversation, V. Could be something important.
So I have to go in editing mode. Make yourself comfortable. Ooh.
I need a minute to finish.
The program is still in the trial phase. We cannot take it to market as is.
We shall see soon enough.
Please speak with your father. He's taken a particular interest in this project. He can certainly explain the risks.
My father's a tired, visionless old graybeard who thinks nothing will change, and he'll live forever in his tiny, frozen bubble.
I should not even be listening to such things.
You will listen to this. Saburo is an adult despot, utterly removed from reality. Stuck in some fossilized vision of a world that no longer exists. Of a world that may never have existed. We have not seen eye to eye for the past 20 years. I am quite sure we want now.
Read the documentation carefully. The relic
You
requires...
must really trust her to be having this conversation in her presence.
Heard that? Relic docs gotta be around here somewhere. Look for them.
Hang on, let me restart. Fucking Atom Smasher. This guy is really bad news. If you've watched the anime, you know how powerful and dangerous he is. Military grade cyberware detected. 96% cybernetic. 96%? What's even left at this point? Has to be only the brain? Danger extreme. Extreme caution advice. If that's the guy protecting the relic, we're in deep trouble.
You look like a cut of fuckable.
Also, weird thing to say to a woman who's about to be fucked by your boss. Got an alarm system here.
Alarm firmware's fresh, but saw excited birds chirping on a BBS. Something about lots of seeds falling to this sieve. Let me generate keys. I can forge their SIGs.
Wow, that easily? Okay. Really fucked up thing to say. I'm gonna talk to your boss about this. Motion sensor camera up there.
Shit, camera's packed with new tech. Motion sensors, heat sig activators, IFF.
You skilled enough to kill it all?
Mucho more than enough. Just need access to their subnet.
It's crazy that they would not have security that can detect the fact she's recording this brain dance right now, right? You would think they would have sensors that would like someone is recording this place, like, because that's a huge breach in security. Damn, this feels like the final. Infiltrating this place feels like what should be the final mission in the game, not like the first one, because this is like the most powerful people in Night City, pretty much, right?
No.
They'll have my head for this.
Then you shall perish for a good cause.
Oh, there's the camera right there.
You look like a kind of fuckable meat, are you?
It's so dark, though. I'm still missing something, but I don't know what it is.
I am quite sure we want now.
Read the documentation carefully. The relic requires specific storage conditions. You must provide them.
Enough.
Sorry to make you wait. Business can be stupid.
It wasn't long. Not even long enough for me to grow bored. Is everything all right? You seem tense.
Edgy. A moment.
It will pass.
I can get to work on that. Just one condition.
Yeah, tell Adam Smasher to be more respectful.
Wish to make demands of me.
Only one. Focus on me.
Oh, I think here we might be able to get something else. Aha! Another motion sensor camera. And... ooh, a turret. Yikes.
Automated turrets. Latest scanner model. Systems all connected to the server.
Can you shut them off?
Externally, no way. Gotta get in, check out how they link into the system first. Looks like all their security systems are linked to the hotel subnet. We need the flathead. No other way to shut down these systems.
Okay.
Can't get around them ourselves?
Nope. At least I'm fresh out of ideas.
Oh, got any candy left? Stuff was pretty fun last time.
Bedroom. Nightstand.
I've got an idea. Be right back.
Romantic lighting.
Very nice.
Ooh, looked at his messages. Penis nanogel scam alert. Do not click on any emails with ads for a penis enlargement nanogel. This is a scam.
But come here already.
Just a sec.
Oh, hang on.
Looking for the perfect thing.
She's looking at his messages. You wouldn't have like a password or something? I mean, I guess he's already logged in. Dear Mr. Arasaka, as always, we thank you for using our services from Angelica Miliotti Clouds. We hope Clouds was able to make your stay in Night City more pleasant, unforgettable even. We would be honored to serve you again.
You'll like this.
She was trying to look at his emails, but I guess there was nothing there. Okay, so... he's got a data pad.
Manual details a special tip-controlled container. Relic needs to be kept real cool.
So, Chip's gotta stay in the freezer.
Yep, could damage it otherwise. Okay, switch on thermal layer detection in the editor. Should be easier to spot where you or know who's keeping the chip.
He's got a gun on the desk also.
Loaded. Safety's on. Good to know, though. Once you're in there, don't forget about that iron.
Wait, it's not even his own company that made the gun? This is a constitutional arms gun. It's not even an Arasaka gun. You're not even gonna use the guns from your own company? Okay. The thermal layer is now unlocked. Ooh. Oh shit.
Fuck, it's like I'm really...
V, eye on the prize, focus.
Focus, V, come on.
Warui-kome. I miss this. You.
I know.
End the recording, okay.
Why not?
Wait, Setsuna. A moment.
It's in there. Champagne and ice bucket. He hid the chip in the ice.
Donaghy's. Looks like Mr. Arasaka had something to celebrate. Really think you'll find the chip in there? No way. Temp's too low. Could fluctuate. Nice try, though.
A moment.
Listening to such things.
Just a fancy-ass fridge. Tip doesn't match the guidelines. Won't find a thing here.
Listen to this.
Please speak.
Oh. Hidden safe.
Grab the heat sig. Matches the spec in the docks.
Yorinobu's got the case here. Guaranteed.
Mm-hmm. We got it. Good work. Looks like we got everything we need. Good out of the editor.
We definitely could not have done this without T-Bug, so good thing Judy allowed us to have her in here. So there's a safe right there. Okay. Yeah, you could not have seen this without the thermal thing. But like, how does that work? How does this tech record? Like, I get recording audio, that's easy. That's like a microphone recording things around you. And like, visual, I guess, is just what your eyes see, or even like, kind of like a radar around you. But the sensor would have to be like so advanced. Damn, okay. That's insane technology.
Get everything you need?
Yep, that'll do. Thanks, Judy. We got it. Later, T-Bug.
Nice work today. See you soon.
I'll wipe the cache on your data. You were never here.
Thank you. T-Bug seems pretty reliable so far, and trustworthy. You probably shouldn't trust anyone in Night City though, but you know, if I don't trust my friends, then...
Keep it. I'll put it on Ev's tab.
Aw, thank you.
Portable device for handling BDs. I already uploaded your calibration settings.
That's very nice of you.
Not as sophisticated as what we got here, but should do the trick. And it keeps you out of harm's way. Clever. Speaking of harm's way, know what I see looking at you?
What?
Walking, talking corpses.
Everything's under control.
Relax. I got it all under control. If you fuck up and they come knocking on my door.
Judy, relax. That's not gonna happen.
Evelyn, please. No shortcuts. You go that route, City'll always win. So be careful.
Of course I will be. Besides, we'll talk in a bit.
I don't think we have anything that could like be traced back to you. Because you're just the editor, right? Like, she recorded the BD, I'm gonna do the stealing, so you should be fine.
1 sec.
Yes?
Let's walk.
I was gonna talk to her, but... Okay.
Well, what do you think?
It's gonna be difficult, but I guess it's doable.
You're not worried? Arasaka will flag and screen anyone who's had dealings with Yorinobu.
Oh, they'll have a long list then. Packed full of big names. Much bigger than mine.
Are you sure?
You tell me who they check first. Corpo hotshots and cutthroats? Or a little bedroom plaything like me?
I don't know. Like, not that many people went in his room other than you, so...
Intel on Yorinobu, the chip, the BD from Konpeki. Winds are right, plan's perfect. A job like this comes 1 in a million.
Thanks. Now the punchline, please.
Just sounds too good to be true. What's the catch?
Cold feet. Are you looking to get out of it?
I want to know if you're really in control here. That you're not sending me into the sort of shit I can't wade out of.
V, I have 0 reasons to haze you. We're in this together. Really. Trust me that I got this.
I really have no reasons to trust you. We have no connection, but okay.
Think I see how you know so much about Yorinobu.
It's simple. Men like pillow talk a bit too much.
True.
So it's just about the sex.
Biz. And biz only.
You're sure Yorinobu doesn't expect this kind of move from you?
He's got no idea. Trust me. He's too busy with Netwatch to give me that kind of attention. Besides, even if some suspicion takes root in his mind, it shouldn't matter. He won't react in time. And that's something you'll handle.
Yeah, but I'm worried about you. Okay.
So, what now?
V, do this job for me. I mean me alone. No splitting the payout with anyone else. No middlemen. No Dex.
You want to fuck over our fixer. I knew something was up.
Dex is a middleman. And a useless one at this point.
Evelyn, you don't mess with fixers. That's the one rule every merc in this city knows and actually follows.
But if we're smart...
Doesn't matter. Mistake like that'll cost you your rep. And without a rep, you're nobody. You sure you want to do this?
Better ask yourself that question. Do you want to spend the rest of your days blasting scavs? Or become a legend overnight? Your choice.
Man, we've barely just begun working with Dex, though. I can't betray him like this early. You're asking me to destroy my trust and reputation. I can't do that. I mean, I don't really trust Dex either, but like he's a very powerful fixer, so I can't do that.
No fucking way. Dex took a leap with me. He trusts me.
Now I'm doing the same. 50%. With cred like that in your account, you won't need Dex for anything.
I mean, I'm still gonna need him for future work. Like, I don't think I can just live off this one job.
Well, what do you think?
No, I can't do that. It's too dangerous.
No, Evelyn, it's not just about the money.
I thought you were a merc. I thought it was always about the money.
It's all
not behind the back of someone who trusts me.
It's also about loyalty.
Sorry.
Fine. I never asked. But V? I just hope you're as good as you are naive.
I hope so.
If you need me, call. I'll send you my number.
Okay.
Okay.
Good luck. Now go. I need a few words with Judy.
I also need a few words with Judy, actually, if you don't mind. Hey, girl. Brain dances concepts. Looks like I can't talk. Oh, she's already in a BD. BD of a woman given birth. Pro, nobody's done it yet. Con, have to hook up a prenatal wreath, which is more expensive. Oh, she's writing down her ideas for like future brain dances. BD of the most common dreams. Compilation. Pro, it's doable. Con, I'll have to consistently scroll the dreams of a dozen/couple dozen people over at least 1 year to catch the repeating themes. Flying, swimming, falling, going to work, school naked. BD is scrolled by 2 actors, neural tracks set up so that it looks like one BD. Pro, it'd be Nova. Con, tech for it doesn't exist. She's just chilling in her own BD. I guess she's working. Is there anything else interesting in this room? I guess not. I could like talk to her the first time.
Now go. I need a few words with Judy.
She's wanted in Night City. Illegal protest, resisting arrest. She's got combat stim, frag grenades, and she's SC level 45.
Savvy.
Evelyn Parker, no affiliation. Ooh, I got a gun. Oh, it's a smart weapon. Smart weapons require a smart link to unlock the full potential of their targeting system. To install one, be sure to visit your trusty Ripper Doc.
See if he...
I'm busy! Relive it, brain dance, already read. Have I read this? Wait, no, I did read this one. I remember it.
See if he...
Ooh, there's a bunch of stuff in here. Why Be Me? Confessions of a Braindance Addict. Preface. Do you want to be you? Seriously, take a moment to let that question sink in. Do you feel at home in your skin? Do you like your job, your friends, your family? When you look in the mirror, do you say to yourself, I'm the luckiest? I'm getting a phone call. Sorry about that. When you look in the mirror, do you say to yourself, I'm the luckiest person alive? Then hop in the leather upholstered backseat of your chauffeured Rayfield? If you answered yes to any of those questions, put down this book and stop wasting your valuable time. If you answered no to the above, I understand just how you feel. It used to be said at the turn of the century that the world belongs to the 1%. Today, 1,000% is closer to the truth. I bet. And your chances of joining this group are even less than that. In this reality, I mean, where you are you, in a braindance you can be anyone. A broker who manages a portfolio worth trillions, an elite soldier who blasts his enemies out of existence with a tech shotgun, a suave rocker boy whom the whole world lusts after. Now I ask you again, of the millions upon millions of people in this world, do you want to be you? The answer for me was always no. And so my story begins. Oh.
Time's a wasting, B.
Got some euro dollars. Surgical scissors, forceps, gaze. Why do you have all this medical equipment in the bathroom? Is she ever gonna get like angry that I'm not leaving?
See if he...
Okay, see ya. Bye. New contact added, Evelyn Parker. Uh-oh, I'm getting called by Dexter.
How things looking, Miss V?
I got the recording.
Turns out Evelyn's recording from Konpeki was worth our time.
No, don't say. Beautiful. T-Bug already called. Said she's working her magic. And the flathead?
Nothing yet. On it now.
T-Bug says no chance at that ship without that bot. To work then, Miss V.
Okay, so that was the information. Interesting. So she's giving us a chance to like betray Dexter. I mean, Dexter might be the one who betrays us later down the line, but if he's really a well-known, powerful fixer, you can't just betray a guy like that, right? That would not end well for you. Unless you really had no choice, especially not if it's only because you want to have more money. Like, we can get money from doing more jobs for him in the future, you know? I'm not about to betray the guy on my first job. It's Jackie. Hola, V. How's it going? What's the status? Met with the client. Played me a BD at the place we're supposed to visit. BD, huh? I'd just keep me posted. Will do, Jackie. So how come I'm doing like all the work? What is Jackie doing during this time? I could have just gotten the shard when I came back through here. I didn't know I was gonna come back through here though. Y'all just chilling? Right on, right on. Watson Horde Diary. Monday. What a fucking world. Finally I get my ass on Ziggy's show and right before I walk on stage, a fucking hospital somewhere gets shut up. This dick cancels the show last minute for a special ep about the fucking victims. Who the fuck cares? Is anyone gonna remember them in a week? Did they spend half their fucking career to get on that show? I love that there's typos. This actually makes sense. It's in someone's journal. Nah, they just fucking died. I got my ass on stage anyway. Let him know you don't cockblock a goddamn TV messiah, but security fucked me up so bad. What was scrolled got corrupted or some shit. Tuesday. Felt fed up today, made a move on Town Hall to protest the fucking disgraceful neglect of war vets. Got my hands on a dress made of synth fetuses, chanted my fucking throat raw half the way down there until the director of Wet Dream recognized me and said I was looking sexy. So I leaned up against the sesame, fake choked on an air dick, and slapped my ass because I could tell he loves pretty boys. He took my back to his place, chained me to his king bed, and f***ed me raw till I snapped each and every bedpost. He showered me in eddies and already got plans to see him same time next. Maybe I can screw my way into his next BD? Wednesday. Got into an argument with Ruth Zhang. We talked about the normies who died saving some kids after a nuke popped during some corp war or other. Call her a tough-ass bitch on TV if you want, but she got all like blubbery baby on me, so whatever, I figured I'd say something nice. I said they were pretty Nova and maybe they'd wanna like be my fans. Hell, looking at old photos, I was like, it's a legit fucking shame because half of them got bulges halfway to Denver. Real waste of good dick. She just gave me a stupid smile and told me to fuck off. Ooh. Thursday. Friday. Christ, I don't know which way's up. I'm fucking wiped. The boys brought over some lace shit or something, but it hit me like a fucking fire truck. I don't know what happened, but everything smells like piss. There's a horse mask in the bathroom. If I had to guess, it was probably me who wore it and got rode around. My knees do kind of kill thinking about it now. I don't know, I just hope it was that director from Tuesday, not that skank from Apartment 3. Someone is out here living the life. God damn. That's quite the diary. And now we're back in the club. Okay. Meet with Jackie, meet with the Militech agent. Right. We've got like a corpo contact that I accidentally called. So Judy is just downstairs. Anything new with you? No? Alright, let's get out of here. Wait, did I get a level? I did get a level. 1 perk point and 1 attribute point. Let's put more points in... I'm gonna go with intelligence. And then... more movement speed when crouched. Yeah. This could be nice. Let's go with that. Since I think we're going to be playing it pretty stealthy. A smart pistol, but I don't have smart link cyberware required to use this. It's also kind of worse than my gun. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, they're not... no mocks at the door now. I guess I'm going to drop by the apartment again. I kind of like ending each episode at the apartment, right? Alright, here we are back at the apartment. This brain dance mechanic is really cool. I didn't know that was going to be in the game. I love any game that kind of uses this kind of look around and then rewind and like scan things around you. Like I played Tacoma, which had that. Detroit kind of had that, and now Cyberpunk. It's a cool little detective mechanic, which is always fun to play around with, so looking forward to more of that. We're meeting new characters. Now we've got Evelyn, Judy, and we're preparing for a very big mission. How is that gonna go? Something tells me it's probably not gonna go as smoothly as planned, right? It never does, but we'll see about that. Next episode, I guess we're gonna go meet with this Militech agent. How is that gonna go? She seemed like a pretty grumpy person last time, so it might turn into a firefight, but hopefully we can get some useful intel from that. But anyways, a very busy episode again today, a very long one also. I've been recording for 3 hours, so that's gonna be it for me today. As always, I want to say a big thank you for joining me today. Don't forget to drop me a little like or a little comment below. That always helps with the videos. So until next time, I had fun playing this, hope you had fun watching it, and I'll see you in the next episode for some more Cyberpunk 2077. See ya, tunes.